Welcome to Thun, the gateway to the Bernese Oberland. One of the first things you'll notice when you visit this town in the Jungfrau region is the Aare River, of course, which happens to be the longest river in Switzerland. It flows from the Aare Glacier through Interlaken, Thun, and Bern until it dumps out into the Rhine River. As you can tell from the map, this is an easy day trip from Interlaken or Bern. And there's even a few islands dotting the Aare River here, which are easy to reach thanks to a bunch of bridges. Speaking of bridges,
there are two charming wooden bridges in Thun. Well, actually, they're both 2-in-1 bridges and locks, which are used to control the flow of water. And unfortunately, it's mid-October right now, and they just took down the beautiful flower boxes. But if you visit during the summer months, it'll probably look like this. If you've been to Lucerne, then you know how popular the covered wooden bridges are. And for good reason. They're beautiful and historic. Well, that's cool. So if you can't make it to Lucerne on your trip, then you can see these in Thun instead. And probably with a lot less tourists. And from the covered bridges, you might just see
surfers in Thun. Yes, we know that Switzerland is a landlocked country, but you can go surfing here. Each Swiss canton gets to decide how their rivers are used, and Thun allows you to go surfing beside both of the covered bridges, although it's actually the locks that create the waves to surf on. If you're interested, there's a surfing association that teaches basic courses and offers info about the water temperature and the equipment you'll need. I'm amazed that these surfers can even just get on their board, let alone stand up and surf, which is why we'll stick with Brett's favorite hobby,
coffee. As usual, it's my goal to find the best coffee spots in town, and Thun is no exception. Roastery here uses the traditional drum process to roast small batches of coffee beans, which of course you can buy here. And on their cafe menu, they've got just about every coffee drink you could want. Today, I'm enjoying the cappuccino as usual, and it doesn't disappoint. If you're weird like Jana and don't enjoy coffee, they have teas, lemonades, and some other drinks, plus light food and desserts too. And after you've had your little caffeine kick, you'll be plenty energized for your walk up
a lot of steps. The Kirchstrappe can be kind of tricky to find, but if you have our 1-week guide to the Jungfrau region, we pinned the spot on the map for you. Now technically Thun isn't in the mountains, but there's a big hill in the middle of town, and exactly 183 steps will take you all the way to the top. There's not really a whole lot to see along the way, but keep climbing up and away to
Stadtkirche Thun, the central church of Thun. This 14th century church sits on the side of a hill and gives incredible views of the rooftops below, the Aare River, Lake Thun, and a ton of nearby mountains. And since you're here, you might as well peek into the church too. If you walk behind the church, there's a peaceful green space under the trees where we like to sit on a bench and linger.
And there's a beautiful picture spot back here too.
Once you've hiked up all of those steps, you might as well visit
Schloss Thun. Schloss. This impressive castle has dominated the skyline of Thun since it was built in the 1200s. And like most castles, it has now been turned into a museum. You can spend about an hour inside, and don't forget to climb all the way up to the turret. If you have the Berner Oberland Pass, you also get a discount on your admission. The medieval history is interesting, but man, after climbing up and down so many stairs, I could sure go for...
Real quick, let me ask you a question. If you're enjoying this, could you tap that like button? That helps us know that you like these kinds of videos and helps other travelers find our content too. Okay, so what were you saying, Jana?
I could sure go for some ice cold gelato. Brett's on a mission to help you find the best coffee everywhere we go, so I thought I'd follow his lead and help you find the best gelato too. And La Favolosa isn't just the best gelato in Thun. It's homemade daily using fresh, natural ingredients and artisanal practices. It makes me feel like I'm back in Italy again. There are 3 different locations in Thun, and today I tried strawberry and hazelnut, but I'm already wishing I bought a bigger size because it's so good. Now that I have my gelato in hand, I'm going to pretend like I really am in Italy by taking an Italian-style passeggiata
along Obere Hauptgasse, Thun's pedestrian shopping street. This compact area is lined with small family businesses and shops of all kinds. And in the middle of this street, you'll find
Rathausplatz, or the town square. This has been the heart of Old Town Thun since the 1500s. First, it's just beautiful. Second, it has an amazing view of Schloss Thun. And third, if you visit on a Saturday, you can come here to see the weekly market of produce and local specialties. Speaking of regional products,
try a craft beer from Thun Beer. They make about 10 different types of beers, from your basic lager to various ales and a porter too. They offer a combo brewery tour and tasting, and even have a tap room open on Friday and Saturday nights. But even if you can't visit the brewery, you can still enjoy a Thun beer on the beautiful Riverside Terrace at
Brotino Quai 66. Now, in reality, you can enjoy a Thun beer at a bunch of different local spots, but there's something that just really sets this place apart, and it's not just its Italian-sounding name. As you can see, it's right on the Aare River. You can sit outside on the sunny terrace or inside in the really cool lounge. Not to mention that their menu includes Flammkuchen and regional meat and cheese plates, which are perfect for lunch or a pre-dinner apéro. And for dessert,
try some Thun fish.
Not to be confused with tuna fish.
Nah, I'm just kidding, but you can get a tasty dessert from Confiserie Steinmann that looks like fish. Blum, 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 blum. Thun Fischli are small fish-shaped almond cakes, and Thunerli are chocolate and cream biscuits. Both are delicious and both deserve a taste when you're in Thun. But after your little sugar fix, hop on bus number 1 and ride for just a couple of minutes to
Schloss Chateau. Although this place reminds me way more of a French chateau than a Swiss medieval castle. It's been transformed into a hotel and restaurant, but even non-guests can enjoy a drink in the swanky bar, dine in the formal dining room, or eat on the terrace outside. But it's the outside that really captivates us. There's a free park for anyone to enjoy, and this might just be the best lakefront picnic spot that you'll find. But if you're willing to work hard for your lake views,
then walk the entire way around Lake Thun. Well, maybe not actually the whole way. It's 64 kilometers round trip along Route 26, so you're unlikely to walk the entire thing, or even most of it. But start walking along the lakefront promenade until you're too tired to go any further. And then you can finish your journey by riding
a boat on Lake Thun. We show you how to visit our favorite spot on the lake in our 1-week guide to the Jungfrau region, which includes a minute-by-minute itinerary detailing how to spend a day in Thun as well. So check out our guide, watch this video next for more great tips about visiting the Jungfrau region, and we'll see you in Switzerland.